As we all know, friendships take work. We all have to put an effort in to create a friendship. It's a two-way street. A German proverb once said, "Friendship is a plant we must water often." I'm going to be talking about what you can get out of friendship if you do put in the effort. I've had many friends. Elementary school, I had a group of friends. Junior high, I had a bunch of friends. And as my time's gone on, I've gotten one really good friend. In our friendship, we talk almost every single day. It's almost like a relationship. With the more effort we put in, the happier we both are, and the more time we can spend together and not get annoyed or anything along those lines. We both put in effort such as like we'll surprise each other randomly, or if someone's having a problem, we'll go out of our way to try and make them feel better. And when you do those things for another person, it makes them happy in return. Also in my life, my aunt has a friend since middle school, and they talk continuously, and their friendship continues to grow. Sorry. Many people don't understand why a friendship would end, and they don't understand what they did wrong and how their life why this person didn't stay in their life. And ultimately, it does come back to them themselves. When you don't take the time of day to ask someone, "Hey, how was your day going? Did you have a good day?" They don't feel like they're cared about. And that's what I think the German proverb was trying to say. If you don't water it often and put in the effort, it's not going to grow. Your friendship is not going to grow, and it's not going to ultimately become a best friend or a lifetime friend. I also believe with the statement because my boyfriend and I are not only together in a relationship, he is my best friend. We talk about everything in our lives together, and it's more than just a relationship. We are best friends, and friendship can be in any form. It can be between a male and a female, your dog, or anything. Even it's just putting in the effort to create to help your friendship grow.
Yeah, and that's safe, but it's put it in your notebook, you know, and decoupage, you know, that sort of thing.
Good job, Brooke. My walls. Hey, Brooke, you think you can power it? Text me when you're done talking.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Okay, Brooke. I thought you had a good, clear statement to start the presentation with, and you made a good transition to the topic. There's not really a preview. I thought at first you were going to be talking about those different groups of friends that you had, the ones in elementary school, the ones in high school, and then your best friend. I thought, oh, that's the structure. But that's not where you go. You just start talking about your best friend and those sorts of things. And after that, it's, you know, I don't want to say cliche and aphorism, but it sounds pretty repetitive. It's basically saying the same thing. We don't get some interesting stories or something like that. So I think you got a little bit stuck. I think this would be one of those examples where if you'd had a structure, it would have been so much easier for you to feel more confident that you knew what you were saying and that you could get through it, and it would sound convincing at the end. Even if you don't always feel like you've nailed it, if you sound like you've done the work, you're going to be in better shape. As it is, it just same sort of thing that I mentioned a couple of people before. You're sort of wandering around. Not bad points, but it's just random points. It's you know, deep random thoughts. You know, they used to make fun of that on Saturday Night Live. They had one of those things where the guy walks on the beach and says these weird thoughts out of nowhere. And so you kind of had those sorts of things, but they weren't really connected with anything, and so it feels a little bit awkward. Presentation issues, I think you start off well with your voice. It's there's good variety there, no problems there. Everything seems pretty fluent. You have some indicators, but you also have this tendency, especially in the first minute of the speech, you're holding your own hand the whole time, like, you know, like that, you know, and so it looks a little awkward. When you do gesture, that's fine. Maybe in the second half of the speech, you loosened up a little bit more and seemed more engaged. So you want to try and be engaged from the beginning. There was nothing that was problematic about your facial expression or eye contact. They seem solid. The body movement thing, the anxiety comes out, the ankles crossed. You know, you're crossing your legs at the ankles, and you look like you're shifting uncomfortably on your weight. I said this at one point to somebody, and they got ticked at me, and that was one of those comments that somebody put on one of those Rate Your Professor things. When I say that you look like a kid who's given a poem in the 3rd grade, I don't mean to say that you're being childish, but you can see the discomfort. You know what I'm talking about, a little kid who feels like that's the only thing that gives you that. Your voice and your facial expressions, all those things, they seem to indicate plenty of confidence. But if you look down and you're watching your feet, it looks like, oh, you know, a little sheepish kind of thing. And that's sort of what we're talking about there. And then it just seemed like it ended. There wasn't really much of a plan. You just, well, I got that, okay, you know, and there you are. You did come back to the point, which is okay, but it needs to be kind of a little smoother. All right, thank you. Can you give it to me at the end? Because it's so much easier for me to keep track of them all at once. Thank you. Bernice gave me the wrong form.
Nice.
She's gone anyway.
Oh,
all right. So I don't have to worry about that. Nadia is going to be next. Nadia, could you come get a topic and send Bobby in?